Would you like to see football wherever you are in the world?
With NordVPN, you can get premium protection online and set your location so you never miss a minute of the content you usually enjoy.
Go to nordvpn.com/TSUW to get 72% off a 2-year plan plus 3 additional months absolutely free. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another match reaction. This time, look, got a smile on my face. Who would have thunk it? I've literally just changed the thumbnail from 0-0 against Luton Town to 6-2. 6-2. Can you believe that? We've just beaten Peterborough 6-2. I still couldn't quite believe it myself because when I changed the score on the thumbnail, I was like, it was 6-2, wasn't it? It was 8 goals. When was the last time we saw 8 goals at Bramall Lane? Anyway, when was the last time we saw us score 6 goals? Did we even do it under Wilder? Certainly not in the league, I don't think. Not even in the League One season. Whoa, what a game, guys. What a game. Very, very exciting. After the first half, I was a little bit nervous, I'm going to be honest. We played some great stuff, but Jack Robinson gave away a stupid goal by dawdling on it and letting him take the ball off. I think it was Jack Marriott as well, ex-Wednesday player, and smashed it past Wes. But we'll get to that. We'll get all the negative stuff out first, and then all the positives right at the end when we're loving life. So, first of all, we started the game off absolutely fantastically. I've been beating the drum for Morgan Gibbs-White all week. I said this is our most exciting signing. I said this was our most exciting signing. The Prince said that ILIMAN MGW was the most exciting signing. Oh, are we both right? We're absolutely both right. Those two guys were absolutely fantastic today. It's like they've been playing football all their lives together. It's like the 30-year-old lads who've played in the same team for 10, 15 years. They linked up absolutely phenomenally. And that is on their debut. Now, at one point, I said to myself, I wonder if we can sign Ndiaye on a permanent. And it's like, it just feels like we can't have somebody at the club that is that talented or that exciting to watch. That's what I said to myself. I pinched myself. So I'm thinking, Jesus, we have this player. This player is our player. He is phenomenal, or he was today anyway. If he didn't have Morgan Gibbs-White with him, would he have been as creative? He's certainly a fantastic player, and so is Morgan Gibbs-White. But together, those two know how to play football. Anyway, let's start from the beginning. Like I said, they were linking up really well. It wasn't quite clicking at first. A lot of kind of negative balls sideways and backwards, and it was like we weren't quite getting into our stride. But every time Gibbs-White and every time Ndiaye got on the ball, you could tell that they were trying to move forward and not just play down the wings like we've been used to for the last, I don't know how long. They were going down the middle. They were trying to link up with Billy Sharp, and Billy Sharp might not be the best at linking up the play, certainly not the worst, but he makes fantastic runs. He always knows where to be, and he makes great runs. Quite a lot of the time, they're not quite seen by the rest of the team because we've been so used to playing down the wings and backwards. Today, like I said, for the first half, we scored the goal. I was saying we need to get a second goal. If we don't get a second goal, then this might turn into a different game. And yeah, oh, lo and behold, we conceded one. But we'll talk about the goal first, because obviously it was a well-worked goal. I was getting annoyed at Ben Osborne earlier before that because he was away. It was like 4-on-2 or something like that, and their lad just brought him down. And I was like, why have you let him bring it? Because he didn't need to let him bring him down. He was away, and we would have had like 4-on-2 or 4-on-3 or something. But then pretty much straight from that, long ball over to Morgan Gibbs-White, comes in. Well, he's looking like he's going to take it on the outside, cuts on the inside. I'm thinking he's going to have a shot. Like, don't get me wrong. It was an absolute perfect pick out. But literally every Sheffield United player would have just crossed it into the box. Not Morgan Gibbs-White. He picks out the perfect pass. for Iliman Ndiaye to just pop it into that corner. Now, yeah, it might have been a slight lucky finish because it seemed like he didn't catch it perfectly. But who cares? When you catch it perfectly, quite a lot of the time, the goalkeeper saves it because you've hit it too well, like what Billy Sharp did against Huddersfield on the volley. Didn't catch it perfectly, but he guided it into that bottom corner. What a finish, Iliman Ndiaye. And you could see as they ran off together into the sunset, sliding on their knees, those two love playing football together. Then we obviously creating loads of chances. We probably had more shots in just talking about the first half, in that first half, than we have had all season put together. And when they scored that goal, ball was played back to Jack Robinson, and he just dawdled on it. He didn't realise that Jack Marriott was there, and it is his fault because he should know where every player is, especially as a defender, because strikers love to kind of play on shoulders, make it seem like they're not around and then nip in. Billy Sharp loves to do that. Jack Marriott did it perfectly, knocked him off the ball. He knocked him off the ball because he didn't realise he was there. So he didn't have the strength knowing that a player was going to come and try and shoulder charge him. So knocked him off the ball. Don't get me wrong, he did okay today, League One Wes, but for their goal, I was thinking, when I saw the ball go in the back of the net, it kind of went very centrally, and I'm like, how's that gone in so centrally? And Vodringem kind of just seemed to move to the left and left a huge chunk of goal to aim at. It was a good finish from Jack Marriott, don't get me wrong. But I think Vodringem, if it had been placed better, he could have saved that. But Jack Robinson's fault. And then to add insult to injury for Jack Robinson, at the end of the half, the ball came to the back stick. I think it was either Fleck or Norwood. I think it might have been Fleck that played the ball right to the back post, unmarked pretty much. All he had to do was head it in, and somehow it came off the side of his head and went wide. It was harder to not get a good connection on that. So yeah, we went into halftime, bit doom and gloom, even though we saw some great football being played. And then the second half, we just absolutely blew them away. So first goal came in the 51st minute. By the way, Fleck had a indifferent first half, played some poor balls, got caught on the ball, sometimes played some good balls and ran with the ball well. And you know that's Fleck's biggest asset is his passing and his driving with the ball. And he tried at some points today. But second half, he came into his own. Obviously, scored the goal where I think it was Fleck jumped in and nipped the ball off one of their players for a change. Billy Sharp played a lovely through ball. I thought it was just a little bit wide for him. And then on his right foot, you're thinking, oh, God, what's he going to do with this? But we've seen him score goals with his right foot before. The one that sticks in my mind is Aston Villa at home in the first Premier League season. But so in my head, I thought on his right foot, this is going to go two ways. He's going to put it in the back of the net, or it's going to be a horrible, horrible shot. And it was a lovely little daisy cutter into the very corner of the goal because the goalkeeper had a lot of that goal covered. So to find that bottom corner was absolutely fantastic. And do you know what? If it wasn't for Morgan Gibbs-White and Iliman Ndiaye, Fleck would not have been doing these things today, what he was doing, because nicking the ball off one of their players, that's what he was doing 2 years ago. Not this season. That's not his game. That's not not his game. He's just not playing very well. And just those lads just kind of giving him the confidence. Ben Osborne, completely different player attacking. Don't get me wrong, Ben Osborne is everywhere. He gets stuck in. He's somebody that you want on your team, but attacking, I've not seen Ben Osborne play this well since he came into the club. And Ben Osborne scored the third 2 minutes later. Another fantastic goal. Iliman Ndiaye and Morgan Gibbs-White. I'm going to have to stop saying the names. I must have said it about 15, 16 times already. Lovely little link-up play. Ball through to Billy Sharp. Looked like he was holding it up to bring it back into play and then dropped his shoulder and went again. He did that 2 or 3 times today. And it was just fantastic to watch. Billy Sharp uses his body so well as well. And he got away from his man, laid it across the box. And who else but Ben Osborne is running in at that back stick. Well, front stick, should you say, from the back stick to the front stick tapped it in. I couldn't quite see one when I was watching it, obviously at the game, two even on replays. I couldn't work out whether it was his right foot that they put it in with or his left. And the only reason why I say that is because he scored the second goal, well, his second goal, with his right foot. So if he scored the first with his right foot, I think that's probably the first time Ben Osborne's ever scored 2 goals with his right foot. Anyway, but that was a great little bit of interchange between the two lads. Straight to sharp, lovely drop shoulder. And then Ben Osborne just get in there, really, because I think if Billy Sharp would have dropped his shoulder 2 games ago, nobody would have been in the box. Or it might have been Brewster who might have been on the penalty spot or 18-yard box. The fact that Ben Osborne had that confidence from those lads coming in and giving us a spark, he was making that run into the box and tapping it in. And those sorts of chances, when you are down there and struggling, I can see him putting it straight at the goalkeeper or something like that. But he had so much confidence just to slide it into the corner. Anyway, on to Morgan Gibbs-White goal, because earlier on in this half, Morgan Gibbs-White got put through and he hit it straight at the goalkeeper. And you could see how devastated he was, because he was like, oh, that was my chance. That was my chance to score a goal on my debut. And he must have thought that was it. That's all he was going to get. But how good he was today, I was thinking, nah, you're going to get another chance, mate. And he did. 68th minute. Some lovely little bit of football, and Dye plays him in. And to be honest, I was thinking he was going to hit that, because it must have been only 5 minutes before that when he missed that kind of one-on-one, if you like. But I didn't expect him to hit it in the top corner. Now, don't get me wrong, the keeper pushed it into the top corner, but no one was saving that. What a strike that was. And do you know what? The way that he struck it reminded me of Lee Williamson for some reason. I don't know why I've just brought that up. But just the way that he struck it was just like, and yeah, ended up in the top bin. What a strike. And he absolutely loved it. He absolutely loved that finish. And I don't know if it was that one or no, it can't have been the Ndiaye one, because that's when he came on. That must have been when they did the whole Aubameyang and Lacazette handshake. Now, don't get me wrong. I did that, by the way. Don't get me wrong. I hate that handshake thing that Aubameyang and Lacazette do. But when Morgan Gibbs-White and Iliman Ndiaye do it, I don't care. I love it. I absolutely loved it. I was like, "Way, that's brilliant." But it's like, when Lacazette and Aubameyang do it, I'm like, oh, God, that's so cringe. But when we do it, I love it. So that's a football fan for you, isn't it? Absolutely. So great finish from Morgan Gibbs-White. I keep saying his full name. I'm going to call him Morgs from now on. I was calling him Morgs today, so I think I'm going to call him Morgs from now on. And then Ndiaye scored his second goal. Absolutely fantastic to see, because he worked so hard today. And his link-up play was fantastic. This is just the goals I'm talking about. There were other chances where they were making chances left, right, and centre. Beautiful passage of play. We could have scored loads of goals. Could have scored 10 today. But Billy Sharp, Billy Sharp loves, on his left foot, that little dink to the back post. We've scored tons of goals with Billy Sharp, just whether it's on his left or his right, getting to that byline and just dinking it perfectly for someone to attack. And Ndiaye, just a little flick into the corner. He got cramp at that point, but it had to come off. And Slav on Radio Sheffield afterwards said that it was definitely cramp. So that's great. That's great to know, because he came off. He was coming off like this, and we were like, oh, he's like God. He's like God today, Iliman. So yeah, and we were thinking, oh, that's it, 5-1. Job's a good one. And really, like, people don't score 6 goals regularly. So I was thinking, a lot of the players kind of put their feet up when it gets to 4 or 5 goals. And they did, really. They did. We brought on 3 substitutes. We brought on Hourihane, came on for Norwood. Freeman came on for Ndiaye. And McBurney came on for Morgs. All within 4 or 5 minutes. So it was great to see Freeman get a run out, because Freeman was the difference when we played against Luton. And Freeman could have scored. He could have scored a couple, actually. But Freeman was great when he came on. Hourihane, Yeah, I think he probably needs a few games to get into it because he lost the ball a couple of times, but we know he's a great player. And McBurney actually laid on the winner, not the winner, laid on the last goal for Ben Osborne. We'll talk about that in a second because Jonathan Clark-Harris, I talked about him in a video. It looked like we could have gone in for him before the start of the season. And he scored a penalty. He got brought down. I think the lads were just a little bit like excited that we'd scored so many goals. Baldock jumped in with a challenge. Then Egan jumped in with a challenge. I don't even think he touched him, to be honest. But Clark-Harris went down like he'd been shot. Like I said, Egan shouldn't have gone in for it, though. It was a poor challenge. And if that was me, I'd be absolutely over the moon if Billy Sharp would have gone down under a challenge like that and got a penalty. So I'm not going to say anything about that. I might have been saying stuff about that if it would have been kind of 2-1 to us and that would have made it 2-2. Or we were we were drawing, and then that were the winning penalty for him. Took it absolutely perfectly, by the way. Like rolling it straight down the middle. Keeper's always going to dive. So very, very nicely taken penalty from Johnson Clark-Harris. And then finally, the final goal, Ben Osborne getting into that box. Ollie McBurney gets the ball, lays it through the defender's legs. And then Ben Osborne on his right foot, and I was like, oh, God, when he struck that ball, he didn't strike it with confidence. He did, but it looked like he was taking a shot with his wrong foot, and it ended up in the corner. So who am I to judge? It was a great finish with his right foot. So yeah, it could be Ben Osborne 2 right-footed goals, which is great to see. Also, another stat. I'm going to put it out there as a stat because I can't imagine, because really most people in this country at least are right-footed. You've got to say there's obviously a lot of left-footed players out there, but on a pitch you don't normally get more than, I would say, 3 left-footed players in one side. Normally it's your left back, maybe your left winger, and then another player, maybe a centre mid or something. We finished that game with 7 left-footed players on the pitch, and I'm going to say that's the first time that's ever happened, because we had Wes Vodringem, we had Robinson, Norrington Davis, Fleck, Osborne, and then on came Luke Freeman and Conor Hourhan. 7 left-footed players. That is a mental stat. I've never seen Sheffield United obviously last season we probably had 6 on at one point or 5 on at one point, but 7 left-footed players is phenomenal. Like, it doesn't matter if they're right-footed or left-footed, but it's just a crazy stat, really. I'll quickly run through the players and how I thought they played before we get into the comments. Loads of comments. Thanks, guys. Leave me comments now because I will see more comments now. Wes Vodringem, I thought he did okay. He did all the things that he needed to do well, other than the penalty. Obviously, couldn't do anything about that. You're always going to dive. And the first goal, I thought he could have done better with that. But it was a 1-on-1 at the end of the day, so we're not giving him much of a chance, are we? Baldock, playing at right back, had a really good game. Yep, he actually looked like he wasn't going to play every single thing down the right-hand side. He looked like he's like, wow, can you actually play football through the middle of the pitch? Because that's not what we've been used to. And no, I think Baldock had a really good game. I thought Egan was good, but a bit of a schoolboy to jump in and give him that penalty, because it would have been nice to have had a 5-goal kind of a +5 goal to add to our goal difference today. Jack Robinson, he did okay for most of the game, but most of the game's not good enough. Giving that goal away could have been really, really costly for us. In the end, the strikers got him out of it and midfielders got him out of trouble. But really, really poor, Jack Robinson, really poor. I do think Basham should be playing there. It doesn't matter if he's not left-footed. Like, how many players in the past have we had that are right-footed playing at centre-back? Rob Page, Chris Morgan, Sean Murphy. I can't remember too many left-footed centre-backs, maybe Kilgallen. I'm struggling to think of many other left-footed centre-backs right this second. So 2 right-footed centre-backs is not a problem. We need to get that into our heads. It is not a problem. So for me, Basham has to play centre-back because, like I say, that was against any other team and we didn't create so many chances. that could have been very, very costly. Reece Davis, I thought he did well. I wasn't as excited by him in this game, but you don't want to be excited by your left back and your right back, do you? You want to be excited by the players in advanced areas. Who knows what formation we played today, because they were all over the pitch. Like, all the second half, it looked like Osborne was playing as a left winger because he was constantly on that byline at all times. And I thought in the first half he was playing as more of a central midfielder. But Osborne was fantastic today. He had I don't quite think that he had the confidence in the first half. There was a lot of backwards and sideways passes. But the two lads coming in really, really kind of gave him that confidence. And obviously, to get 2 goals, you're not going to be playing badly if you're scoring 2 goals. Very, very good from Ben Osborne today. Class. Fleck, first half, it was okay. Made some poor decisions at times. But second half, he was all over the place, constantly trying to play 1-2s. This is the Slav football that we expected. It hasn't been the Slav football that we thought we were going to get because of how we played in the kind of first few games. But Fleck has been rejuvenated by these new lads coming in, and it was so great to see. I've given Fleck some stick recently because I thought that's Fleck's career over. I thought that Fleck was never going to get back to the way he was playing under Wilder, especially in the Premier League season, Championship, League One. And today, he really, really proved me wrong. So, Fleck, fair enough, mate. You were absolutely fantastic in that second half. Let's move. Norwood was... I just don't know if Norwood's not the right player for this system. It's fast and furious. It's pass. Constantly trying to close them down really tightly. And Norwood's not that player. So, I can see Norwood possibly giving way when Sanders playing. But Sanders the same. Sanders going to struggle to get back into this side because Sanders not quick enough with his passing. He's very lethargic. And it works for him a lot of the time. Don't get me wrong. It really does work for him. But I don't know. Sometimes Sander, for me, he is too slow. And this is a very, very exciting, fast-paced team that we watched today, and Sander, I'm not sure he's that player. I'm not sure this is the right team for Sander if we continue to play like this. Anyway, I know I'm babbling on now, so we'll get through it. I'm not going to say too much more about Gibbs White and Dyer because they were both fantastic today. So great at linking up. Both got goals which they deserved. Gibbs White created low. Let's just have a look. How many assists did they get as well? So Dyer got 2 goals. And only 1 assist. I thought he got more than that. Gibbs White got 1 assist. So 1 goal and 1 assist for Morgs, and 2 goals for Ndiaye and 1 assist. Fantastic. And let's not forget, Billy Sharp created 3 of the goals. The goal scorer that has scored 250 goals in his career was setting them up left, right, and centre. Fantastic to see. Absolutely fantastic. I'm just absolutely buzzing. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that with them because Sharp was brilliant. Like I've just said, 3 assists, didn't get any goals, which you wouldn't have believed. If I'd have said you before the game, we scored 6 goals and Billy Sharp did not score a 1, you would not believe me. But Billy Sharp was absolutely phenomenal today. Just so good. Just so exciting to watch us today. Really is. And Didsey, Berger, Norwood, these players are players that do slow the play down. Now, I love Didsey to bits, and I've always thought that he does slow the play down, but we create more when he's on the pitch. With these lads playing, Didsey's going to struggle to get back into the team because Didsey, even before these lads came in, Didsey was struggling to get into the team, but he slows the play down. He really does. Same with McBurney. When McBurney came on, I was like, oh, for God's sake, because McBurney does slow the play down massively. But we've got tons of players like that slow the play down. And we want to see fast-paced football. That's what Slav wants to play, and that's what we want to see. We've always want to see that. Even under Wilder, we were playing slick football, But I was like, I want to see some attacking flair, some pace. But yeah, we well and truly saw it today. Let's get into the comments. I'll go quite high up. This might be a long one, this. Slav Gang, Illy and Morgs. I like it. Billy was my man of the match. Oh, it's hard to say. It's hard to pick a man of the match. And you know what? I loved it on Twitter afterwards. And Dyer did that message to the fans. And then Billy Sharp was there and he's like, he's supposed to be creating chances for me. Fantastic. Billy Sharp was so good today. Like, Billy Sharp can play for more years than this. And I said this before the start of the season. I said, if we're going to have a chance of getting promoted this season, yeah, it's a long way off that right now. We've beaten Peterborough. But, yeah, we're a long way from that. Then Billy Sharp has got to play a big part of this season. I said that when we got relegated, and I still mean it. And looking at him today, he didn't have to do too much running. All he really had to do was make those attacking runs. He wasn't asked to go and fetch a ball that someone's banged from centre-back into, I don't know, the opposite side of the pitch. We don't want him doing them runs. We want him to run in behind defenders, causing problems. And that's what he was doing today. And even if he wasn't the guy on the end of him, he was the guy that was creating him. What a player. He was unbelievable. Absolutely. Shame he never got a goal. It's true. It is very true. Who needs strikers? 6 goals from midfield. Oh, my God. The Prince said that in our interview, didn't he? He said that. These teams that do really well, they have 2 strikers. They have one that starts and they have one that comes on when they need a goal. We've got 6. We don't need 6 strikers. We had 1 on the pitch today and he didn't score a 1. Like, he had a lot of parts to play in it, but I don't want to see us play Brewster on the left wing, McBurney in attacking midfield. I want to see us play 1 striker with these lads around. I've been calling for it for years, even under Wilder, when it wasn't quite working with 2 up front. Why not have 2 attacking midfielders? Why not have like Duffy and Dowell playing together rather than one of them playing and then 2 strikers? I've been calling about this for years, and it was great to see it in fruition today. Some points, Illy and Morgs were playing as wingers, and then sometimes they were coming inside and interchanging and stuff, because sometimes they were all over the place. They're all over the place in a good way. What a win, Ola! What a win! Great feeling tonight. Do you know what? Sorry, I will read Ola's message, but I am just glad to watch Sheffield United play exciting football. This, I'm not saying I fell out of love with the club, but this is certainly, it made me feel great. It made me feel absolutely fantastic today. Like I said, we haven't scored this many goals for ages. We haven't won by this many for ages. We haven't won this season. Every game that we won in the Premier League last season, I believe, was by 1 goal. And it's just incredible to watch us score 6 goals. Like, I don't want to be a Crystal Palace that sorry, I didn't mean that. I did kind of mean that. I don't want to be a team that just hopes that they don't get relegated every season from the Premier League. I would rather be a West Brom. I'd rather be a team that plays in the Championship, maybe goes up 1 year, maybe stays up the next year, maybe comes down, maybe has a good season, maybe goes up. That's exciting. That's what a football fan is. And I'd rather watch that. I'd much rather beat Peterborough 6-2 at Bramall Lane in the Championship than watch us beat Crystal Palace 1-0 in the Premier League. A lot of people might disagree with me, but I want to see exciting football. I want to see us score goals. I want to have joy when I go and watch Sheffield United at Bramall Lane. Anyway, God, that took a turn. What a win. Great feeling tonight. And bear in mind, Sheffield Wednesday lost to Plymouth as well. I thought they'd lost 2-0. They conceded a 3rd in the 90+7th minute. It doesn't get much better, does it? It doesn't get much better. I can't remember the last time we had a Sheffield double. Today's the day. Norwood played okay. Like I said earlier, I just feel like he needs a little bit of... He needs to quicken up his play. If he doesn't, then I can't see him play too much more games this season, if I'm being honest. But you always need that player at the foot of the diamond that's going to kind of play balls around and stuff. He does. Not every player has to be playing really fast football anyway. Great ref the whole game, except for their penalty decision. And Fleck should have got a penalty in the first half. He got dragged back when he was going to go for the ball in the box. And the referee was right there. He should have given it. But, yep, he let a lot of things go today. You interviewed me today. I forgot to say I was a blogger too, and I was the lad at the end of the game. Cheers for opportunities anyway, but hopefully you could do something to show my channel. Absolutely. Get in touch with us on Twitter, mate, or Instagram. Give us a message on Sheffield United Way, and we'll sort it out. I'll be editing the video anyway, so I'll put your name on screen and put your channel. So yeah, let us know, mate. Right, yeah, I've just got that one. Okay, David Gill, fantastic today. Been waiting months for this. The exciting thing is, I still think we can get better under Slav. My heart can't take us getting much better than that. Oh, fantastic! That was the best performance I have seen for a very long time, even over the Premier League performances. I enjoyed that more. That style of football is the way I like to watch it. West Brom and Fulham didn't win their games, so the promotion charge is on. Oi, oi. To be fair, if we play like that every week, we will get promoted. No problem at all. And all the people that were saying when the Prince said about we still could get promoted, they're going to be heating humble pie tonight, aren't they? Like, I'm not saying we're definitely going to get promoted, but what a game. What a game to start us off. And if we go and beat Preston comfortably or convincingly, then who knows? That'll give us a lot of confidence and we'll climb the table. I've not even looked where we are in the table. I just knew that we were second bottom before the game and we've won, so we'll have probably jumped up 5 or 6 places. Best players performance I've seen in a couple of years, bar Chelsea at home. That's true, Chelsea at home, but we didn't get to go to that one, did we? So, yeah, great to be in the ground. Love it, Nick. Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate that, mate. I love that Away Day Life has wrote this about 20 times just to make sure I see it. I see it, mate. I see it. 6-2 is +4, not +5 difference. I didn't say that. What I actually said was when we were 5-1 up, when we were 5-1 up, we were coasting, and I wanted us to finish kind of with a good goal difference anyway. Let's move on from that. I might have said something. I don't know. I can't remember. I've been talking for 32 minutes. How long have you been live for, Nick? Have I missed much? You should see on screen 32 minutes right now. Imagine that game we didn't start. Olsen, Horahan, Ben Davies and Berger. Oh, my God. Yeah, that is true. Sander Berger's still got a lot to give, by the way. I wasn't bashing him too much. But yeah, Sander Berger could be the foot of that diamond, running with the ball, playing some good football. So let's not write him off. Olsen, what a goalkeeper we've got on our hands there. I can't wait to see him in between sticks. Horahan will get better. Obviously, he wasn't the best today. He lost the ball a couple of times, but he's not played a lot of football. So we can't give him too much stick. And he took a corner and he beat the first man. That's what we want to see. Save the link so you can watch later. Bang on, John. Thank you. It's a good win, but far from perfection. Scoreline flattered us. What? Did you go to the game, Dylan? Scoreline did not flatter us. We were absolutely phenomenal going forward today. I think you're wrong there, mate. I really do. Hit the like button. Absolutely. Before I leave, which will probably be in about 5 minutes' time, make sure you like this. Make sure. I'm COVID-19 isolating, so only heard the bits on the radio Sheffield. Well done, Blades and Nick. You look so happy with today's result. Thank you. Yes, I do. I am absolutely buzzing. I love enjoying watching football. This is what made me fall in love with football. Seeing our teams, Nigel Spackman's team, go on battering teams, Neil Warnock's team, going battering teams. This is what I fell in love with football for. I don't want to see us win 1-0 every week. I want to see us play lovely football. I want to see Peter Unlove coming in, smacking a ball in the corner. I want to see Michael Tong beat a man. These are all so from a long time ago. You can see I'm excited. And these are the new guys. They've been absolutely phenomenal today. Don't let's not just say, oh, it's only Peterborough. Peterborough are going to beat teams this season. Let's not say it's just Peterborough. Let's not say, oh, let's not get his hopes up. We were brilliant today. We were brilliant. Link-up play was so enjoyable to see. Absolutely, Peter. Absolutely. Part-time Blades are playing Slavs tactics. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Fast and furious. We love to see it. Played 4-3-3, did we? I don't know at times. The plays were all over the place. Pigs in 12th in the pool. No way, they've gone down to 12. I think they lost the last two, haven't they now? So that's quite funny because they were literally like 2 points off the top, I think, at one point. I hate Premier League. Give me Championship anytime. Absolutely, Uncle Albert, you legend. I think I've jumped past quite a few. What's happened to your eyebrows, Nick? Do you... My eyebrows are there. Trust me, they are there. I've just got very, very blonde eyebrows. So don't worry about it. The eyebrows are still there. I've not manscaped them off. Don't worry, mate. Fleck, Norwood, Osborne were the three. They were absolutely fantastic today. I said on Twitter, oh God, imagine if those three play midfield after we've got brought in Horahan, Ndai and Gibbs White as well. Imagine those three play, and they all played well. They really did. Where does Horahan fit in? Oh God, do you know what? I was going to say Horahan plays instead of Fleck, but nobody can play in front of Fleck now. Fleck was absolutely fantastic today. So Horahan, I don't know. Maybe we have to play 17 left footers in the midfield. Fair play to Slav. He's clearly starting to realise what's what and getting to work. Absolutely. But he didn't have those players before, did he? John Fleck wasn't John Fleck. Osborne was very defensive. It's ILIMAN and Morgs that has brought this into us right now. It's made these players play. That they wouldn't have played like that today if it wasn't for those two. It would have been two strikers. It would have been very rigid. It wouldn't have been as flowing as what it would have been if we'd have played a 5-3-2 or a 4-4-2, possibly. I don't know. Berger will play in front of the back four. Probably. Flat back four all the way. It's got to be because we want to see attacking football. We want to see Slav football. I reckon if we play a 3-5-2 or, three and then two wing backs, I feel like it's just going to be all down the wings and crosses constantly that are rubbish. So we don't want that. We want four at the back. Let's keep four at the back. We're 18th, or somebody said 18th, somebody said 19th. I don't know. Dan, couldn't find a stream in the States. Seeing Nick's excitement is perfect. Oh, thank you, Joseph. I really appreciate it. You're a legend, mate. You're an absolute legend. I love that. And Dai and Gibbs White start Tuesday now. Defo and games going forward. 4-2-3-1. I think that's what it was today. Same team as today, but Davidson for Robert if fit, or Bash, Horahan in for Norwood. Yeah, that's it. That's what I want. Them eyebrows aren't blonde. They are, mate. You can't see them. If they were ginger, if they were this colour, you could see them. See the difference? I definitely think Wes could have done better with his positioning. Yeah, I agree. Not saying he could have saved it, but yeah, I agree. Looking forward to seeing Olsen in the net. But right now, we're only talking about attackers because that was a fantastic performance. Enjoy today. Give us a shout out. There you go, Andrew Copley. There is your shout out, mate. Even more of a bonus, our main goalkeeper wasn't even playing. We might not have even conceded 2 goals today. Well, may have only conceded 1. Would much rather watch us playing quality fast football than grinding out wins. Also, first game I've missed this season because of COVID. Oh, Bradley, I'm so sorry, mate. I am so sorry you missed that game. But bear in mind, Olsen is back tomorrow. Love it. Keep up the good work, Nick. More wins like that, please. To the people that think we do this channel like Arsenal Fan TV, we don't want our team to win. Look at my smile. Look at how much I am buzzing after this game. I love my club. I absolutely love my club. And I want to see us win every single game. I absolutely love watching good football. And when it's my team that's playing it, there's nothing better. When is the press and preview? That will be Monday at 7 p.m, mate. Monday, 7 p.m, with the game obviously being Tuesday. Can't wait for it. I'm buzzing for that now. How does McGoldrick fit in? I don't know, mate. He doesn't right now for me. But you never know. Dizzy might come in and play absolutely brilliant out of his socks with these guys, because these guys get the best, make the best of like kind of Fleck, Osborne. It's great to see. Anyway, I'm chatting nonsense. Got to swap nodes out of Orham, fair enough. Sharp's going to be the new creator with these assists. Absolutely fantastic. Nick Sproul's got burnt off by the attacking flair. Very good, Joseph. Very good. Up the Blaisdell, sure, absolutely. Can Morgs stay injury free? I think he can. The only injury that he picked up for Swansea was a broken foot, I believe, something like that. So that's an impact injury. That's not a muscle injury. So we're not going to see him breaking down left, right, and centre. It's an impact injury. And if he can stay injury free, then we are laughing to the bank. My only worry is if Wolves take him back. They can't take him back so soon, but I think they can in January. I think there's that option in his loan deal that he could go back if he's playing out of his skin or they get some injuries. So hope not. Hope we keep him. And really, even if they do have a couple of injuries, they probably want him to get a full season in the Championship playing out of his skin. So we both do. No worries the Blades way. I can't wait for the Derby game because I'm going. Yes. Love that. Love that. If you see me, give me a shout. Love the... Oh, tell us what the chant is. Is the chant... Morgan, Gibbs White? Because I made that up. I made that up on Twitter. So if that's the chant, I'm taking full responsibility for that. Nice warm-up with... yeah. Also happy you didn't eat one of your hats. Absolutely. It's here. It's here. It wouldn't have even been here. I'd have already eaten it. No, I'm not even... I don't know where that would go. I'm going to say something that I shouldn't have done. Let's stop getting excited, Nick. Nick, you're smiling like a little boy was at Bramall Lane this afternoon. Oh, my little boy, sorry. Thank you, Andrew. Absolutely. We're all the same. We're all Blades. We all want to see our team do well. Can we see Brewster? Yeah, absolutely. Brewster played brilliantly against Swansea. At Swansea, the season before last. And he was playing in an attacking side that kind of linked up really well. Brewster's not had the service. None of the strikers have had the service. Now they could get the service. And if Brewster doesn't pull up any trees when he plays with these lads behind him, yeah. Anyway, ILIMAN and Sharp link up. Oh, it's beautiful to watching it. It's beautiful. Hit the like button. Absolutely. Thank you. Chirax. We're not going to be far away. We're nearly over. Did Peterborough bring Mene? Oh, God. Do you know what? I barely even looked at the Peterborough crowd. They brought more than what I thought they were going to. So happy, Nick, up the Blades. Thank you, mate. I'm so glad you're happy as well, Romeo. Romeo done. For those that missed the game, check out the crowd noise clip on Twitter. Oh, going to have to do that, mate. Going to have to do that. Who to take out in the next match? Nobody. Keep the same team, except for Olsen. Get Olsen in there. Do you think Jebbo will do well at Burton? I hope so. He came on as a sub, I saw, for about 20 minutes. So hopefully Jebbo gets more than 20 minutes every game. We want to see him score some goals and then come back to us. We really want to see him score 7 or 8 before January, come back and bang them in for us. How does love the Blades? Absolutely. Brewster and confident players around him, goals. Absolutely, Joshua, mate. Absolutely. There was much less dilly-dally passing around the opposition box today. Much more decisive and actual decent service. And we played through the middle. We played down the wings occasionally, but also through the middle. You could see Morgs constantly picking the ball up, trying to play 1-2 to get him into the middle of the goal. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? Since Duffy left, we've never played through the middle. And it was great to see it today. I think Morgan and ILIMAN just inspired confidence. Absolutely, Jacob, mate. Absolutely. Look at the difference between this and West Brom. Yeah. The only thing was silver lining at West Brom was that it was on Sky, but you were on Sky. Brilliant, Bradley. That's great. Can India even make a football team? All right. And on that note, that's got nothing to do with Sheffield United, I'll leave you there, guys. Thank you so, so much. I'm buzzing. I hope you're buzzing. Have a great evening. If you're of age, have a beer for me tonight. I'm going to have a beer. I've got an IPA chilling in the fridge right now. Go and have one yourself if you're of age, obviously. Have a great evening. And we will see you tomorrow for fan cams fans react, and then preview for the Preston game. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you extremely soon up the Blades.